Do you ever get the school calendar and feel tired just looking at it? Yeah, me too.
Hello and welcome to Money and Career Mastery from Overwhelmed to Ownership. I'm Laura Sexton, your abundance and legacy coach, here to help you navigate the world of money, debt payoff, and career growth with confidence and clarity. If you're ready to break free from overwhelm, create a budget that aligns with your values, and design a legacy that empowers future generations, you're in the right place.
Hey, accelerators. The school principal sent out the calendar and I'm already exhausted. The first thing that I got when I looked at the calendar was not just the calendar. No. It doesn't come with just a calendar. It comes with the calendar for fall and spring, and it comes with all of the volunteering opportunities associated with the fall and spring calendar. And it comes with the school back to school shopping list, which I actually find to be really fun. And so I'm looking at all of this and I'm putting everything into my paper calendar. And then I have to also put it into the family's digital calendar. I've had to call the grandparents to coordinate birthdays and grandparents' days and vacations. I'm trying to do all of this. I'm trying to plan the holidays. And it's only August. It's a lot. And I know I'm not alone in this, whether you have kids or not. Fall brings with it a whirlwind of commitments, expectations, opportunities, and it's so easy to let the schedule take over before we even think about what matters most. So here's what I want us to ask. What would it look like if your schedule actually reflected your values and your goals instead of just reacting to whatever lands on your plate? Now, I know you're asking, Laura, what does this have to do with anything that we talk about on this podcast? Well, it has to do with everything that we talk about this podcast. It has to do with your financial budget, and it has to do with how we work your career around it all. I am a mom of five, and when I have to coordinate schedules and calendars, things can slip through the cracks. And sometimes, and what's most pressing and most scary is that I can just go with the flow of life and I forget to prioritize things. I forget to sit down and look at, okay, here's what my whole week looks like. If I have a busy day after busy day after busy day after busy day, I will get knocked down. I will run out of steam and I will just go through the drive-through and I will blow our going out to eat budget. And that's such a bummer. I've also blown our healthy eating habits and I've blown our sitting down to eat dinner together as a family. Like all of the things that matter most go out the window when we don't set our priorities. So look, your routine reset matters, and I want to do that with you today. It is a new season, and so it's a natural reset point. Look, especially we're all going back to school. Maybe you've started school already. I just found out that some schools start on August the 11th. Like, what is that? And maybe you're like us and you start at the end of August. I don't understand what the school situation is. I'm like, aren't we supposed to be out for a long summer, but you have us going back before the end of the official summer? I don't understand what's happening here. Like, I don't need more government childcare. I need more summer. Routines that worked during the summer, they aren't always going to serve us during the fall. So we have to set our priorities because without intentionality, the schedule just gets packed with shoulds instead of what we value most. This is the time to reset. What matters most to you? Put that in your calendar first. That's what we're doing today, okay? I want you to filter your commitments by your values. Ask what matters most in this season. What are my non-negotiables? So for me, this fall, I'm going to be leading a Bible study on Wednesdays. That's super awesome. I'm really excited about it. That goes in the calendar. I want to be there for drop off and pick up with my kids. That goes in the calendar. Girl Scouts goes in the calendar. All of this goes first. My faith, my family time, my financial goals, those go in the calendar. So it does really matter that we focus in on the right things at the right time in order to hit our financial and career goals. How do we align our schedule with our money? If you're paying off debt or you're saving for something big, you have to say no to activities that don't fit into the overall vision. It is so easy to get caught up in the day to day that we don't think ahead. So I want you to think about this with me because I'm trying to process all of the things that we have going on in the fall. And I have to remember that anything and everything that I say yes to is a no to something else. what we want most oftentimes gets forgotten and pushed to the side for what is convenient and what we want now. So remember that anything you're saying yes to today, you're saying no to your future. When we sat down to buy a new car and it costs more money than we had planned on, I very specifically laid out anything that we go over our actual car buying budget. That is money that is coming out of our house buying down payment. The question was asked, is that okay with you? If yes, let's move forward. And if no, let's go back to the drawing board. We need to build margin and not just some color-coded chaos. Why did I say this? I do all of my paper budget in different colors. I love a good colored pen, a good color time block. I think that that's really fun. It's fun for my brain. It makes me feel good about the things that I'm doing. I'm able to see, oh, there's too much of this or not enough of that in my week. So I think that that's great, but overstuffing your calendar is not being productive. Overstuffing your calendar is just being busy. Margin creates peace and it allows for rest, creativity, and connection. All things that are so very important. That's why margin is good for your time budget, aka your calendar, and also your financial budget, aka your budget. There, okay, here's an example for what I'm talking about, okay? 5 extracurricular activities for the kids. That's too many. I have 5 kids. If each one of them has an extracurricular activity, I'm losing my mind. 2 of them are in Girl Scouts. That happens at the same day, at the same time, at the same place. That's fine. But if I have Girl Scouts and swim class and Taekwondo and ballet and volleyball and like all of the things, I'm not going to be able to get to as many things. We're not going to be having dinner together as a family. We're not going to be doing the things that are so very important to what I want our family structure to look like. Then not only are we not having dinner together, but we're also not staying within our financial budget. Like we would lose our shirts if we had to pay for all of those activities. Another important thing that you need to do is block time for money dates, career work, and just some downtime. Now, our money dates, we do a family budget meeting on Sundays where we sit down and go, okay, what is the week going to look like? How do we need to split up our time? How do we need to split up our energy? It's so incredibly important that we do that because we have a busy schedule, right? But also having money dates, time to dream together, time to plan things out, so incredibly important. Having dates with my husband in general is so very important to the structure of our family and our mental health. We need to make sure that we do that. Career work. I've just gotten back from a work trip that I went on that was so much fun. Loved every minute of it. But it's hard to be away and to be busy. And if I don't have time in my calendar for that, what if I booked a work call where I was doing a one-on-one session, but I was supposed to be at a conference? Like, that's not going to work. But another thing that you have to budget into your calendar is downtime. Take a Sabbath. Take some time to just sit and relax and be with your family and just be. You are a human being. Just sit and be. You don't have to be doing something. You're not a human doing, you're a human being. So just sit and enjoy and the quiet and the peace. That is something that we need to have. So let's talk about what a simple reset process would look like. First, it's an audit, right? Step one, look at how you actually spend your time this summer and tell yourself, what worked. This was really great. And I like doing this. Tell yourself what drained you. Oh my goodness, that was so exhausting. I cannot continue to do that. Let me tell you, with as much as you've had going on over this summer, there are going to be pieces of it that you loved and would love to do again. And there are going to be pieces of it that you hated and you don't want to do again. But you're going to fall into the pattern of, well, we did it last time, so I guess we'll go ahead and do it again. Stop. Don't do those things. If they drain you, just stop. You don't need them in your life. So this is the time to audit and decide what you like, what you don't like, what do you want to do, what do you not want to do. And then step two, adjust. Decide what we're cutting. What are we keeping? What's the new rhythm, right? Morning routines, excellent. Yes, let's do that. My kids have a checklist they have to go through. This is what needs to get done in the morning. Meal planning, y'all. If you haven't already, let's get a meal plan in place. Let's figure it out. Deciding what's for dinner every night when you're tired is impossible. I can't do it more than twice a week. I hate deciding what's for I hate deciding what's for dinner. A meal plan in place on a day where you feel good for the whole week? Yes, let's do that. And then money check-ins. Let's make sure that those are in our plan. My husband asked me, hey, what does the grocery budget look like? I need to go pick some cheese up. Whatever. I mean, milk. We're always buying milk. We always need more milk. My husband goes, I'm going to the store. You need anything? Milk. I need milk. Okay. And then step three, align, audit, adjust, align, right? Align your time, your calendar, so you can build a schedule that matches your priorities, not just fills the gaps. It's so easy to just fill the gaps, guys. Let's not do that. So take 20 minutes this week. 20 minutes this week to list your top three priorities for next month. They should probably, if we're listening to this podcast, they should probably be family, financial, career, right? Audit your current schedule, circle what aligns, cross out what doesn't, and then book time for one habit that supports each of your priorities. A Sunday meal prep day, a Thursday night connection activity, Tuesday job development for your career, whatever it is. Block out one Block out time for one habit that will support you and what brings you joy. Sometimes we're in a season where there's not a lot of time and there's not a lot of money. That's okay. There are ways that we can do all the things we need to do with the margin that we have. If you want a little extra motivation, though, you can get started by joining us for August's Cash from Clutter Challenge inside my free Facebook group that is called the Legacy Builders Community with Laura Sexton. You can look that up down in the show notes, just scroll down, or go on the groups section and type in Legacy Builders Network with Laura Sexton. There are a lot of Legacy Builders groups. You want to make sure you're in this one with us because this month of August, we are decluttering our spaces, making some extra cash, and freeing up the mental space before the busy fall season really takes over. Come join us. The link, like I said, is down in the show notes. All right, that's it, accelerators. You know what to do. Go out and make a difference.